Sony really thought they had something with Concord. They really did. In fact, did you know that they probably paid to have Amazon feature this in their secret level show? We're going to go over that in a second. The marketing for this game was through the roof. People are kicking around $200 million loss for this game now. It might be more than that. It might be a lot more than that. I think the marketing for this game was probably much higher than we think it was. We're going to get into that. But 49 people playing this game as of 2 minutes ago. That's it. That's where the modern audience is right now. 49 people from a 24-hour peak of 118. Pretty bad. This game might hit 0 by the end of the month. And it's not much better on PlayStation. We've already went through that. Check out my video on Saturday. Barely anybody's gotten the easiest trophy in the game to get, which is basically get your first kill. It was like 1,000-something people that have got their first kill in this game. There's projections of about 25,000 copies total have been sold. This means people bought it, didn't even open it, didn't even play it. And that's pretty bad. And that happens with every game, right? But, I mean, a total of 25,000 copies. As I said Saturday, this is probably one of the biggest flops in video game history. You could kind of maybe compare it to E.T. E.T. was a huge flop. This is the biggest modern flop because this was not a cheap game. This ain't some little Dustborn. Sony put a lot of money into this game. Those beautiful CGI trailers that they made for the Game Awards and other outlets where they were proudly pushing those CGI trailers, wanting to promote this game. The game overall looks nice. It doesn't look like it was a cheaply made game. It is a AAA game. Sony thought they had a Overwatch killer here, and that ain't the case. 25,000 copies are what video game journalists are estimating. It's probably lower than that, to be honest. But we're going to be generous. We're going to go with the official number here that they're all kicking around, and we're going to say 25,000 copies. Sony will never admit it's true, but it probably is. This is really bad. But this is even worse. And I'm talking about the marketing budget. I think it's much bigger than we think it is. I think it's really big. And Sony will never tell us how much they spent on this game to market it, but I bet you it's a big, big number. Sony invested a lot of money into this game. And it really shows when you check out the list of upcoming shows for Amazon's secret level. Now, what this is it's an anthology show. There's going to be a bunch of video games in secret level. It's live action, CGI, animated, all that stuff. It's got Mega Man, Armored Core, Unreal Tournament's in there. And so is Concord. Here's the list of games that are going to be in the show. Pac-Man, Warhammer 40K, Concord, Mega Man, Unreal Tournament, New World, Armored Core, Spelunky, Honor of Kings, Sifu, Dungeons of Dragons, The Outer Worlds, Crossfire, Exodus, and they just have PlayStation, which will feature a number of PlayStation games and characters. A lot of PlayStation stuff in here, a lot of PlayStation focus in a way. But Mega Man, I'm actually looking forward to that. The 40K one might be cool. Pac-Man, Armored Core is the coolest one, in my opinion, because they actually got Keanu Reeves to come in and do that. I think that one's actually going to be live action, whereas obviously it looks like the Mega Man one is going to be CGI. I actually think this show might be pretty cool. I'm not interested in all of these shows, but some of them I am. Concord, I am not. No one's going to know what the hell that is because nobody's playing it. What is the deal for this show? How much did it cost to get your game featured in it? Did Amazon go to studios looking for interest, or did people go to them? Did it cost a lot of money? I'm really curious to how things worked for this show because Concord's in here now. So Sony, this tells me Sony really thought this game was going to be a huge deal. People were going to fall in love with it. That modern audience was going to jump for joy, come support it, be all into it. And guess what? They never showed up. Never showed up. So here's some more money down the toilet. People are going to watch this and say, what the hell is Concord? Who are these ugly people? And why is there a show about them? Can we please get to the Mega Man show yet? Can we please see that? Can we watch Armored Core? Can we watch Unreal Tournament? Oh, wait, here we go. Got to watch this Concord show real quick. What a disaster this is. By the way, more confirmation, Push Square here, pointing out that it takes 8 minutes and 18 seconds to play a rivalry game in Concord, which pretty much makes it unplayable because, as they point out here, sometimes the servers time out, meaning there's nobody playing it. And just to play any of the other matches, you're waiting a minute in between matches. Brawl, Overrun, you got to wait about a minute. And that's probably a generous number because it's apparently around 2 p.m. on a Sunday in the UK. So that's actually probably a decent time to try to play. I'm not sure. There's going to be hot times for every game. What if you try to play this game at 2 in the morning on a Monday? You're probably not going to be able to play it. It's probably going to be unplayable. Like right now, at this moment, which is 9 a.m. on a Monday, there was only 49 people sitting over on Steam. And probably 200 sitting over on PlayStation. And we can make that guess now because we know that only 1,200-something people have killed somebody in the game and gotten that easy trophy. And that's from launch. So there's probably 100 to 200 people over on PlayStation. So we got about 250 people trying to play this expensive, broken piece of shit. Well, I say broken because no one's playing it, so you can't even get into a game. 8 minutes. This is unplayable. So what's funny about that is now you pretty much have one of the play modes here unplayable. So you can't even play all the content in the game now. Oh man, what a disaster this is. When will these companies learn? The modern audience does not exist. They don't exist. Keep doing this shit. Keep losing money. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.